Hey, this is Shannon Kringen, Goddess Kring. I'm wearing my Goddess Kring t-shirt, my artwork as a collage printed onto my shirt, Goddess Kring. Just want to do a really quick short video about I've gotten some feedback. The newest music video that I made called Kring with No Clothes, a poem I wrote about being a figure model that we turned into a song. Dave Flowers and I, Superflower at Interactive Jack Records Seattle, and people seem to love the song. Although I don't think everybody likes the sense of humor in the lyrics, but here I am again, naked on the stand, never shaved my bush, you can draw my tush. Hopefully nobody's upset about those words, but um, two people have said to me that the song is really good and it deserves a more fancy video. And then I could see that because the video looks like old-fashioned style Goddess Krang, like my public access TV show. I just had a camera at home and I recorded myself because that's what that video is that's me, the wonderful photographer Greg Carl, who lives far away from Seattle, like 50 or 60 miles away. And then me, Shannon Kringen, Goddess Kring, filmed myself. So I did selfie videos with my smartphone. And then I did selfie videos with my real video camera. And I did vertical and horizontal formats. And then I did one where I'm lying on the grass to get a different angle. And I videotaped myself lip syncing my song and then he edited it. So if you really want to know the nitty gritty behind the scenes, is that we have an official video for Monkey Wrench that we filmed in a more fancy way in the Interactive Jack recording studios. And Tommy Cook, our drummer, um, edited that. Thank you so much, Tommy Cook. And then we did another video, official video for the story of Goddess Kring, where I worked with Rob Jennings from RJ Media Seattle. Thank you, Rob, for directing and editing the story of Goddess Kring video and Dumpster Diving Boots video, where I roller skated around and he filmed me and edited that with probably Final. I think that was also Final Cut Pro on a Macintosh. Those two, Tommy Cook and Rob Jennings, both used Final Cut Pro to edit those two videos. And then, or three, there's two videos. Rob Jennings directed and edited Dumpster Diving Boots and the story of Goddess Kring, where I'm driving around in my smart car and I mean my art car, not my, I used to have a smart car, now I have an art car. That's funny. Um, and you know what? The reason why I'm so spaced out is I'm on the autism spectrum and I'm dyslexic and I am spaced out. I'm ADHD, I'm all of that. So, but I'm also very creative and do a lot of cool stuff, but I have to keep myself organized and I lose track of what I say. Apparently, I have poor working memory, so I have to write everything down. So I do a lot of creative things, but I repeat myself and I am really a little disorganized. But I keep it all together. I have several jobs, but the video, so basically this is a short video for explaining the video. And a part of me thinks it's kind of cool though, because the new video, Kring with No Clothes. Okay, let's just say we have I've had this YouTube channel for 20 years, and please like and subscribe if you want to my channel. I understand that I'm not really that popular, maybe because I just don't appeal to certain people, but whatever, I just do my thing. So like and subscribe if you want. Um, if you see the beauty in me and don't fixate on the flaws of me, that would be good. But what I was going to say was, um, we have Monkey Wrench, an official video that was shot in the Interactive Jack studio, recording studio, with really interesting lighting and three different camera angles. And then we have directed by and edited by Tommy Cook, our drummer. He sometimes drums with us, not always, but he's one of our drummers. And then we have an official video for Dumpster Diving Boots and The Story of Goddess Kring, edited and directed by Rob Jennings from RJ Media Seattle. Thank you so much. So those are more fancy edited videos, uh, because I don't know how to do the fancy video editing, but I might learn. And then we have the newest video, Kring with No Clothes, that is um, self self-portrait video by me, Shannon Kringen, and edited, I think in DaVinci Resolve on a PC, by photographer Greg Carl, who wanted practice in using that. And so I feel like he came up with a really cool, simple edit on that, the 6 clips that I sent him. So what happened was I videotaped myself and then sent them to him. Whereas the other videos we did in a totally different way. Um, so basically, I have a few official videos directed by 3 different people. I'm edited and directed. And if you are a video director and you want to collaborate with me, let me know if you would like me to send you clips. And then I can lip sync my song and we can edit it. I'm open to collaboration. I'm not a perfectionist and I'm not a control freak, but I do want to do my best. And I think that maybe sometimes I go too far. Like I know people close to me that are perfectionists to the point where they don't finish projects because it's never good enough. Like it's not perfect enough and it probably never will be. And so then you might not do something. But if you go too far in the other direction, which I sometimes worry that I do, is I am obsessed with creating content and putting it out there. And so maybe sometimes it's not my best work and I spread myself a little thin. So I have to be mindful of that. The balance is in between. Like I think that Dave Flowers and I, we really do high quality music and we make sure Dave is very patient and I write the lyrics and it's my vocals, but he mixes it and does most of the music. I contribute a little bit to the music, but it's mostly Dave Flowers, and he is does very high quality. He spends hours and hours and hours on the mixes and the audio engineering of our songs that he produces. So he's the producer, mixer, sound engineer guy, and I am the writer. So there's a lot that goes into writing poems and making them into songs, and there's a lot that goes into making a music video. And so I feel like one person really likes the new video. Actually, 2 people I know that are close to me like it because it looks like old school Goddess Kring video, sort of homemade, funky video that I made of myself um, in a funky way, and then somebody else edited it. So you could say that the song sounds really sophisticated, but the video is very funky and homemade. But it's kind of old school Goddess Kring public access TV style. And then you could say that the other videos that were edited in a more slick, complicated way and more like smoothed out or whatever, I don't know what you call that in video processing, color timing and all of that, you know, edited with Final Cut Pro versus DaVinci Resolve, but I'm not a video editing snob or software snob. I feel like there's lots of different video editing programs people can use. So I kind of feel like, okay, I can see the point of wanting to make sure that the video matches the quality of the song. But I like the new video, the Kring with No Clothes, and I like the idea that it's so different than the other videos. The Monkey Wrench, Kring with No Clothes. I also shot a video myself of UFO Camera where I lip sync the song with a filter on the lens, and that's more of a simple me lip syncing the song and then dubbing the sound in later with one take, 1 clip, and that's UFO Camera. So we have an official video for UFO Camera, which is done in a very simple way by me. And then we have Monkey Wrench, directed by Tommy Cook. And then we have The Kring with No Clothes, directed by or edited by Greg Carl. And then we have Dumpster Diving Boots and The Story of Goddess Kring, those original songs that we created, directed by Rob Jennings of RJ Media Seattle. So I am happy to work with these different producers and directors, and mostly I've produced my own videos for the last 20 some years by myself. And most of my public access, well, pretty much my entire 15 years on public access TV, I did myself solo alone. I'm alone now in my apartment doing this video. So just wanted to say I understand. Um, I just want to keep making music and poems and videos. And it's true, sometimes I spread myself too thin. I feel like the most integrity that I can have is when I am not so much find the balance, basically find the balance. Like if you're a perfectionist, then you don't finish anything sometimes. But if you're really sloppy and you think good enough and you just throw stuff out there, then maybe you're not doing your best work. So, I want to finish songs and poems and videos and make sure that I finish projects like my art car. I finished that. Well, actually, I'm still working on my art car, but I mostly finished it. So I love the idea of writing a poem and publishing it, writing a song and recording it and publishing it in public. So I want to make art and put it out in public. I also don't want to worry about being a perfectionist, but I will admit, not all my work is the best that it can be, and some of it is. Some of it I think some of my art is really good. I think some of it is a little bit sloppy and I'm tired, and I maybe I'm not supposed to be saying this. Maybe I'm being too honest. I don't know. Like I tend to like to do my art and then show you guys, the audience, a little bit of the scaffolding. It's almost like I'm doing a painting and then I'm telling you how I did the painting. And it's like, am I not supposed to say that? Like, am I not supposed to? This is this like one of my musicians that I love, Tom Petty or Tori Amos, um, sitting in their living room and saying, "Hey, this is how I write my song. You know, I use this ballpoint pen and I write in my journal and then I do the fancy stuff in the recording studio, and then they only show you the end result that's magical." And I guess for some reason, Shannon Kringen, Goddess Kring, seem to want to show you, maybe because I want to encourage people out there to create. I don't want us to feel, actually, Amanda Palmer, the musician Amanda Palmer, she's not my favorite musician, but I really love and admire her attitude. She has that ukulele song, and she kind of does that. She kind of shows people, she gets up there and does her finished songs, with makeup and costume and professional, performances. But she also is does used to do anyway. I don't know if she still does these ninja gigs where she would just show up somewhere with a ukulele and just jam and play songs and take requests and do sort of almost open mics, but her own music, but open mic style. And she would encourage her audience to also learn how to play ukulele and write your own song. And I agree with that. I agree with this sort of like, and Jason Webley is another musician that I really admire, a local musician, Jason Webley, and he's doing the River Circus tour right now, I think in the Midwest. He's an amazing, magical person. And I gave him my poetry book and Kringonian Pizzazz. And um, I really like things that are handmade, and I like things that are not perfectly slick and not perfect and not, things like Neil Young and Bob Dylan also, and Tom Waits, sort of Patti Smith, sort of slightly grungy, funky punk rock, a little bit of lack of perfection, a lack of something. There's something, I don't want to be perfectly slick all the time, and I like to show people uh that I'm a little rough around the edges and not quite, I don't know. I feel mixed feelings. I feel like I want to do my best work, but I don't want to worry about being a perfectionist, and I don't want to, like, the heart and soul is what really matters. Like the heart and soul of it really, like when Neil Young plays his guitar and he lets the feedback, sometimes he'll play his guitar, and I've heard some guitar players say they don't like Neil Young because he's too sloppy, and yet he's got the heart and soul. Like it's the feeling, it's the vibe. Patti Smith is like that. It's like the feeling, the heart and soul and the vibe of it, not just the perfect slickness of it. And Bob Dylan, is more funky and not perfectly slick. So the sincerity of what I do, I think, is really what matters. And so, yeah, I like that all of our videos are different, and I want to continue making music videos. I want to, and I still want to work on the documentary film. I'm overwhelmed, honestly, by that right now, the idea of making a Goddess Kring documentary. So right now I'm going through all of these video clips I have that are digitized from VHS tape and finding 1 minute, making short 1 minute clips or 30-second or 20-second, 20 to 40 to 60-second clips of these things to try to organize them into categories and figure out how to string a story together. The story of Goddess Kring, my public access TV show, my creative life. So that's just my current thoughts for today. Find the balance of doing the highest quality art that I can do, whether it's music, poetry, photography, video, all the different kinds of art that I do. I mean, my art car is beautifully done, but it's not perfect. And I took 3 years to glue rhinestones all over my car and create a design, and it's fading in the sun, and there's funkiness, and it's fading, and I'm adding glitter and I'm adding layers, and I like that. I like that it's like kind of like an old faded pair of Levi's instead of a perfect. If I had another car, I would paint it. People have told me to get another used car and paint it, do an art car that's painted. And so I have the rhinestone art car, and then I could have a hand painted art car. I would do designs like my Goddess Crane t-shirt, my abstract, non-representational designs right there. So there. So just wanted to share. That's how I feel. It is now July 22nd, 2025. Please like and subscribe and check out our music. We have a second album coming out. The first album is Kring Flower. The second album is Amplified Chameleon. The music of Goddess Kring and Superflower, otherwise known as Dave Flowers, and Shannon Kringen. We record at Interactive Jack Records Seattle, a professional recording studio, and a record label, an independent record label called Interactive Jack Records Seattle, located on Queen Anne Hill in Seattle. So I'm happy to work with them. So bye for now. I'm just going to continue making videos and writing poems and art modeling and doing all the creative things I do. And I'm open to your input, your questions, your comments. Still open to interviewing people on this YouTube channel about my TV show Goddess Kring, about whether you liked it or didn't like it, but I haven't gotten a lot of response, so I don't know if people are interested in that. I have all kinds of ideas. So for now, I want to publish my second poetry book. The first poetry book is called Kringonian Pizzazz, and that's published. And the second poetry book is called Kring Flower Song Lyrics. Working on that now. So I'm going to publish it. Okay, bye for now. Have a great day and do what you love. I hope that my creativity inspires you to sing or dance or act or draw or paint or sculpt or get out there and play a sport or go dancing, go, do something artistic, do something, I don't know, do something new and creative that you've never done. Write a poem or go to an open mic, do music, do poetry, take an acting class, do fun thing. Like, I hope that I inspire people to try something new and create. So there. Bye for now.